What's up, guys? Coach John Wojo here with JW Fitness, answering another question for you. This one's a little long, so I might be paraphrasing as I go, but generally speaking, I've been working with a nutrition coach for the past several months. He's been tweaking things, which is as expected. This week, there are some major changes that I'm a little unhappy about. Some I can't argue with, and I've begrudgingly agreed to. Like, I hate veggies, and he wants me to have 100 grams minimum of veggies each meal. The one I'm having problems with is 200 calorie limit on snacks per day. I don't eat a lot at once. I tend to graze through the day with a small meal at lunch and dinner. I ate an apple this morning at 226 grams, so I'm already over my limit. My thoughts are that if my numbers are good, calories in range, and I'm hitting my protein, carbs, and fat goals, then why on earth can't I have some Jell-O or some other snack? And it goes on. So, just a couple, not so much of an answer of this question, but like a commentary on this. First and foremost, when you're working with a coach, whether it's a nutrition coach or a sports performance coach or a strength coach or whatever the coach and whatever the scenario, that person is your coach. It's a two-way street of communication. You are hiring that person works for you. It's not a situation in which that person is dictating to you exactly what you're supposed to do, and then you are just supposed to listen to them and do what they say as if they're your master and you're the slave, or some kind of weird situation like that. Communication is a two-way street. You're supposed to work together to come up with a strategy that is livable for you and that is doable for you so you can maintain your consistency and make progress. So as soon as the coach makes a suggestion to you and you're like, I don't think I could do that, or I just don't want to do that, let's find another way, you as the athlete, as the person being coached, need to communicate that to your coach. Because if you suffer in silence, the coach doesn't have the feedback in order to help you. So assuming this coach is a good guy, this coach is just trying to help you the best that he can. And if you, as the athlete, are not speaking your mind and providing feedback to the coach is just assuming like, hey, everything's good. This person is not putting up a fight. I'm guiding them the best way that I know how. They seem to be all right with it because they're going along with it. Meanwhile, it sounds that you're unhappy with some of the decisions that he's made for you. So that is the number one critique after reading this so-called question, is make sure that you, as the athlete, as the person being coached, are providing the feedback. Number one, you should always be speaking up and advocating for yourself in every situation. But in an athlete-coach situation, you need to be providing that feedback to the coach so he or she knows how to adjust their guidance for you to make sure that you're happy and that you can continue to be consistent in order to make the progress that you want to make. That's number one. And then number two, yes, just in general, don't overcomplicate your nutrition. I'm a big believer in that. It's not that you shouldn't be having vegetables or can't be having vegetables with every meal or whatnot, but I just see people being so wildly inconsistent with what they eat that, if they weren't being given a guideline to follow and they were left to their own devices, they're eating at restaurants, they're eating garbage at home, they're eating all these things. You're already not eating ideally if you're not following a solid nutrition plan. You're already just, I'm going to reach in the fridge and grab whatever's there. I'm going to stop at a fast food place. I'm going to go out to a restaurant, eat whatever the hell I want, including dessert and everything. So you're already let's just call it just eating like haphazardly, right? Just because you're trying to swing from that to following a good nutrition plan doesn't mean that nutrition plan has to be friggin' picture perfect and like textbook perfect. It just has to be a significant improvement on what you've otherwise or would otherwise be doing. So do you have to have vegetables with every meal? No, of course not. But you kind of nailed it. If you're And this is really the foundation of eating flexibly. If you're hitting your calorie goals for the day, you're within your calorie range goals, and you're hitting your protein goals for the day, and then you're roughly splitting your carbohydrates and fats, in whatever way you want, but at least kind of roughly equally, so you make sure you're getting enough carbs to fuel your workouts and you're getting enough fats in your diet, because fats are essential in your diet, then you're good. Like, you are hitting 99% of all the boxes in your diet. You're getting enough good protein, you're getting enough energy, you're getting enough fats, you're within your calories, meaning you're below your calorie goal if you're trying to lose body fat. And if you're hitting that and you're being consistent, man, you're so far ahead of the game. Don't stress out about you missed your 100 grams of vegetables at this meal or not. Like, that's the little piddly stuff that really doesn't move the needle whatsoever. So I wouldn't even worry about that. So yes, you're on target with your mindset and your desire to want to eat more flexibly, assuming that you're nailing all of your numbers. So you need to communicate that to your coach, and maybe they can give you more of a flexible approach to what you're doing. That is my 2 cents on that question commentary. Guys, if you appreciate the content, like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to send me your questions. We are now over 600 some odd subscribers. I super appreciate that. It's very exciting for me. I know I've been MIA the past couple days, had a Super Bowl party here, and I've been a little bit lazy since then. So I'm back on track. I'll be releasing at least 1 or 2 videos every day. So send me your questions. I hope to hear from you. I will talk to you guys soon.